The list is getting longer. These young faces are all soccer players, all goalkeepers, all diagnosed with cancer.
Jump to the right.
Coach Amy Griffin keeps taking names. After we interviewed her last year, her list, gathered from around the country, has nearly doubled, from 34 to 63. 15 have died. They and their families are all concerned that the artificial turf they play on made them sick. Many contacted Amy after our original story.
This is the stuff everybody's talking about. I got a bazillion emails, lots of phone calls, mostly from people that had said, I've always wondered about this.
Those tiny black dots that get into eyes, ears, and even mouths are ground up car and truck tires, called crumb rubber, made up of the same chemicals found in most tires, including known carcinogens. Crumb rubber is used in thousands of fields and playgrounds around the country. Austin Everett was one of the first goalkeepers on Griffin's list. She died 3 years ago from non-Hodgkin's lymphoma at the age of 25.
I realized, oh my God, the thing that she loved most probably killed her.
I don't know how she does it. She doesn't get to be a parent anymore. And if you see a picture of Austin, all you see is life.
But no study has ever proven that turf causes cancer, and worried parents looking for guidance from the federal government won't get any. After our series aired, the Consumer Product Safety Commission seemed to roll back its own 2008 assessment that crumb rubber is safe.
Safe to play on means something to parents that I don't think we intended to convey, and I don't think we should have conveyed.
So what does that mean? Is it safe or not? The CPSC declined our request for an interview to ask the commissioner. Meanwhile, crumb rubber turf companies maintain that dozens of existing studies prove their product is not dangerous. Laura Green is an MIT-trained toxicologist who has recently consulted for the industry.
It's always been true that a carcinogenic gas is used to make tires. But it's never been true, never, that once the tires are made, once they're in use, and once they're crumbled, that they liberate that or any other carcinogen.
Ram Reddy is the founder of one of the biggest turf companies. He wants the EPA's stamp of approval.
Why can't the EPA act? There is more than enough information for them to act. It is time to look at this information and act and put parents' minds to rest.
On this point, the opposing sides actually agree. The federal government is failing.
How can they possibly, in good conscience, not do anything about it? It's mind-boggling.
The EPA says more research needs to be done, but isn't sponsoring any. We've reached out on more than 10 occasions to speak with anyone at the agency about this issue, and we are told no one would talk. The head of the EPA, according to a spokeswoman, just doesn't have time. So we tracked down Administrator Gina McCarthy ourselves on Capitol Hill. Administrator, is crumb rubber turf safe for our children to play on?
I'm sorry, I have nothing to say right now.
Can you at least tell me why you won't talk to us?
I didn't say I wouldn't talk to you.
That is the response. That is the response, ma'am. There is new research underway on the state level. California launched a 3-year study, and the Washington State Department of Health is looking at Coach Griffin's numbers. But until she sees new results, the coach says she'll keep going.
I realize if I drop the ball, then everything stops. All the conversations seem to stop. So if I can just keep carrying it forward until someone else picks up the phone, then I guess that's my job. Otherwise, this last year would have been a waste.